Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for Smackdown's Go Home show before the Royal Rumble. We're back at our main office screen. I don't think there's anything else for us to look at. I did kind of overlook the fact that Tanahashi actually won against Takeshita. I noticed that as soon as I stopped recording. Takeshita's unbeaten run across all promotions is now over, as Hiroshi Tanahashi is the new Never Openweight champion. Actually, there's one thing we can do before we dive into SmackDown. Let's just remove these and see if there's anyone we can renew. So I think we've already done that. He's already agreed. It's annoying that they don't disappear. She's already agreed. Tony D'Angelo can D'Angelo go. Sean Bennett, yep, we'll keep the referees. Danny Ray, I think we were up to Danny Ray. Joey Gonzalez, oh no, we've done him. Kevin Owens, we did Kevin Owens. Carly Bright, who is Carly Bright? She's 26 days away. Robert Roode, we want to continue. Let's do 3 years, just offer whatever's on the table. Let's go back down to where he is. 32 days, okay, so we don't have to worry about any more of these just yet, just to make sure. Yep, so it is just Carly Bright and maybe Kenta. Do we want to bring in Hideo Itami? I actually wouldn't mind bringing in Kenta. He's with MLW and Pro Wrestling. No, I mean, he's got mad stats. He's old as balls, so maybe just like one final run could be good. What's he doing here? What's his numbers like? 73. I don't know if these guys are 84. Azara and Kenta. Okay. 75 and 88. Okay. I mean, an 88 again. Kenta, Tetsuya Endo. I mean, they're all kind of the aces of Noah, right? I might have to give it a punt. Why not? I mean, he's going to NXT. We can make him an upper mid card, a heel. Yeah. Let's go. Stop. Ninja. I mean, that could be a little bit racy, couldn't it? Obnoxious, old school heel. Outsider could be good. Pirate, Power and Paint, Preacher, Psycho, Putz, Rainmaker. Should we just take Okada's gimmick? Yeah. Rebel, someone who's against authority, could be good. Savage. I wish that they had like suggested, or what's he currently got in his current contract, you know? Doesn't say. Show Stealer, Sidekick, Slob. I think Rebel could be good. Tough Guy. Oh, we'll just stick with Rebel. Why not? We'll do 2 years. But we'll up the numbers a little bit. 17. We'll go 700. Should we up that to 0.75? Why not? Sure. Yeah, upper mid card heel. Make the offer. Okay, cool. Nice one, Kenta. I feel like we could do something fun with him later on in the year. If not, he just sits in NXT, you know. Good old greedy WWE. And then who was it? We wanted to look at Carly Bright. Where is Carly Bright? Developmental. CCCCC. Is she under the name Carly Bright? She is. Nice. Okay, Carly Bright. Good looks, apparently. No, that's not me saying she doesn't. Just, yeah, I didn't mean for it to come across like that. Entertainment. Safety's okay. Wrestling skill. She's 24. No good relationships. No chemistry. Oh, she's in a tag team with Kendall Gray. I mean, sure, she's not going to cost much to keep. She's young, you never know. Where is she? There she is. We'll just do an extra year. Keep everything the same. Make offer. Done. Cool. All right, no more time wasting. Let's dive straight into our go home show for SmackDown. Because, you know, Royal Rumble is literally a day away. And I cannot wait. So yeah, let's dive straight into WWE Smackdown. And we open the show with AJ Styles as he makes his entrance as he comes to face The Miz. But before The Miz can come out, Cody Rhodes' music hits and he takes his place beside commentary. It seems that Cody wants to see how AJ Styles operates in the ring after the recent criticisms from AJ Styles. So, you know, maybe Cody will learn a lesson or two. Who knows? I mean, it's just entrances and AJ got a bit of pop, so winner. I do want to quickly preface, because there are some heavy amounts of dialogue coming up. I'm going to try my best for like the bigger storylines and the things that I want to get across more. I'm going to try and write like proper scripts, like proper promos. And then other times I'll just be like, yeah, they kind of talk about this. Just because if I script everything, we'll be here for literally 2 hours. Maybe not 2 hours, maybe like an hour. And I don't want that. I want to try and keep these all around half an hour. The pay-per-views will be a little bit longer. But yeah, just wanted to cover that. Let's crack on with the show. As we know, AJ Styles will be facing The Miz. And, I'm not going to lie, I was hoping it'd be a bit better than that. I'm hoping that's The Miz that brought that down, because there's no way AJ's getting numbers like this, especially a 72 match quality. AJ's riding a wave of momentum. His selling skill raised the match. He put in a huge effort. Miz got a gimmick boost. Miz could have put a bit more effort in. AJ jumps in popularity. Nice. And of course, AJ Styles gets the win as Cody Rhodes watches on. An 82 reaction from the crowd. 72 match quality. 78 overall. Did Cody learn anything? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But AJ Styles gets the win. Continues that momentum going into the Royal Rumble. Could AJ Styles come out as Royal Rumble winner? We'll have to wait and see. There's a number of people that could be the Royal Rumble winner, I assume. I've tried my best not to make everyone's storyline about becoming Royal Rumble winner, because I really enjoyed this year's Royal Rumble 2025, that literally no one, and if you say that you were, then you're a liar, was predicting that Jey Uso would win the Rumble. And I remember watching it and being like, oh, it's between Jey and Cena. Of course Cena's going to win. And then Cena didn't win. And I was like, what? Jey Uso won? What? Like, that surprise was unreal. So in my booking, I've tried to make it so that there isn't necessarily a favourite, or I like to think there's not a favourite. I might be wrong. You guys might be watching this and being like, well, you clearly made this person the favourite. But we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah. Moving on, we got some tag team action between the Creed brothers and Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro of the LWO. And there's a lot of people around the ring. Of course, the Creed brothers have Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. And then LWO have Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. And it's a pretty fair match. However, during the tail end, we see Andrade and Rey Fenix make an entrance as they appear and make their way down to the ramp. Del Toro and Wilde seem to notice this and are a little bit distracted and start to kind of lose. But then Andrade gets right up to the ring ropes and seems to be yelling instructions in Spanish to Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. The two LWO members begin to now get the upper hand. It seems like they're listening to Andrade. And eventually they do get the win over the Creed brothers. And Mysterio and Dragon Lee are kind of ringside arguing with Andrade, kind of being like, what are you guys doing here? And Andrade's kind of just like, hey, I helped him win. What are you going to do about it? But yeah, really good boosts here from a lot of people because they're all great in tag team situations. Crowd didn't seem to care because obviously these are two guys on the lower end. I think these are some of our least popular people on the roster. But what are you going to do? 37 from the crowd. Yeah, they didn't really seem to give a shit. Match quality 73, not bad. And a 52 overall. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde getting a nice little boost. I wonder why Wilde got a bigger boost than Del Toro, even though Del Toro got the pin. We'll have to wait and see. Or not wait and see. We'll just have to live with it, I guess. But yeah, good win here for LWO. It seems like they kind of needed a win. And was it because of Andrade? Who knows? Moving on, though, we head backstage to another tag team, our tag team champions, as they are with Kathy Kelly. So Kathy Kelly is with DIY as they talk about their main event win last week. And what a win it was. 5-star match. Gargano seems to be in really good spirits as he talks about their dominance since reuniting as a tag team. But Ciampa kind of chimes in, kills the vibe a little bit, and says that Gargano wouldn't be stood here as a champion right now if he didn't force that hot tag to get the win. He then kind of ignores the interview altogether and kind of turns to Gargano to say that Gargano needs to be more ruthless and he needs to start doing whatever needs to be done to win. Gargano and Ciampa then kind of share a slightly tense stare between one another. And then Kathy kind of rounds out the interview and, heads back to the ring. So yeah, a little bit of tension between these two. Obviously, Ciampa is more happy to, not cheat to win, but do what's necessary to win, whereas Gargano wants to be more fair, I guess, and not try and take the easy route and take the right route, I guess. But nonetheless, they're still tag team champions and they're still winning. So what are you going to do? Moving on, we have got Tiffany Stratton in action 24 hours before she is scheduled to defend her title against Bianca Belair. She is in non-title action against the debuting Ali. 98%. Whoa, a 98% entrance. Damn, Tiff. Damn. But let's go straight into the match and see what Ali and Tiffy can do. Cool. Not very good. I'm going to hope that that's because Ali's not very good and it's not because of Tiffy. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But Tiffany Stratton, of course, gets the win. It's only a 6-minute match, so it's a squash, so it's probably not going to get a good rating. But the good looks of Tiffany added to the match, apparently. As always, she put in a huge effort. Ali's got a great gimmick. Tyson Kidd's agenting really helped Ali's performance and did a lot of heavy lifting to put the story together. Tiffy gets a big boost in her pop. Ali gets a drop in her pop, but it doesn't really matter. 63 crowd reaction, 2-star match quality, 65, 64 overall, fine. Post-match though, Tiffy is not finished. She looks to assert her dominance further by looking to set Ali up, for another prettiest moonsault ever, when suddenly Bianca's music hits and she comes running down, and Tiffany Stratton, being the kind of cowardly heel you could guess, grabs her title and makes a run for it. She's keeping her distance, she's saving herself for the Royal Rumble, as should Bianca. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to get Tiffany Stratton and Bianca for that WWE Women's Championship. And yeah, decent segment here, 77. None of the main gals gain pop, but Ali just laying on the floor gets a little boost. Kind of makes up, for her loss. We head backstage now as Rey Mysterio is not done talking to Andrade. He catches up with him and Rey Phoenix backstage, pressing him as to why he came out for Wilde and Del Toro's match earlier. Andrade says it's not really any of Rey's business, but he has been speaking both of them on his past experiences and sharing tactics and moves and ideas that have brought him success. And it seems like Del Toro and Wilde used those tactics to get the win. Andrade says, it just seemed like they needed reminding of what they could do and how they can succeed. And look what happened. They won. Mysterio kind of pauses for a beat, tells Andrade to back off, and says the same to Phoenix as well. Not happy with you guys. You hurt me last week, so you better watch yourself. Andrade and Phoenix don't really seem intimidated by Rey as he waddles off. Yeah, 63 here. Not the best. I guess most of these guys aren't really known for their talking, so I wasn't expecting anything amazing. But Rey's dropped in a little bit of pop from that. Maybe no one wants to see Rey be a little bit bitter. That Andrade managed to manage. Sorry, it sounded weird then. I was just trying to wheel my chair forward. Andrade managed to get the best out of his LWO members when Rey couldn't, maybe. We do actually stay backstage again. Don't worry, we will return to the ring soon. As Jackie Redmond is with Seth Rollins, as Seth wants to respond to Logan Paul's comments. And this is where I've written kind of a script. So Seth Rollins says, "Oh, Logan Paul thinks I've got a big nose. That's rich, coming from the guy who's made a career out of sticking his entire face in everyone else's spotlight. Look, I get it, Logan. You're loud, you're flashy, you want to pick one of the top guys. You want to pick on one of the top guys. But here's the thing, man. In this ring, the spotlight doesn't come easy. You can't just buy it or borrow it from your social media followers. You have to earn it. Night after night, year after year, you fight for it. Just like I've done. You say that I stick my big nose in everything. You're damn right I do. Because when I see someone disrespecting this business, I'm not just going to sit back and scroll through TikTok. I'm going to run down that ramp, look them in the eyes, and remind them exactly who built this place. He pauses to grin. He's kind of proud of what he's saying. Takes off his glasses and he stares down the camera. Keep talking, Logan. Keep throwing your little jabs. But when that bell rings, when I next see you, you're going to find out that the only thing bigger than my nose is the curb stomp you're going to find on the back of your head. End of interview promo. 81 here. I thought it'd be a little bit better than that, not going to lie. Jackie Redmond helped with her good looks. Seth Rollins helped. I don't know why it's an 81. I thought it would have been a bit higher than that, seeing as though it's a Seth interview. But Seth actually drops in pop. Maybe because, getting under the skin of Seth Rollins, the crowd are a bit like, and Logan Paul stays the same. But yeah, a little bit of heat between these two men, slowly building. They will, of course, both be in the Royal Rumble tomorrow. So could either of them walk out as winner? Who knows? We head to the ring now where Naomi gets her request early. She said that she wanted to smack around Alexa Bliss, get some revenge. Well, now's your chance, Naomi. And in a fairly decent match, I guess. I put Steal. Did I put the Steal the Show? Oh no. I put Steal the Show and apparently they just couldn't do it. But Alexa Bliss is riding a wave of momentum. Good looks, great selling, huge effort. Naomi's got good selling as well, huge effort. And working with Madison Eagles helped everyone. It was a 1.5 star, 59% match quality. Oof. And a 73 crowd reaction, averaging to a 67 as Alexa Bliss gets the win. She defeats Naomi. So Naomi yet to teach Alexa Bliss a lesson, except that Alexa Bliss is better than her, I guess. Could either of these women win the Royal Rumble? Who knows? There's quite a few names that could win it. Quite a few names indeed. Just trying to think. Who could? Who couldn't? I don't know. Anyone could win. That's the way it goes. Could it be someone completely new we haven't seen? Who knows? Anyway, let's continue moving on as Shinsuke Nakamura is in non-title action again. It's the third match and he's chosen not to put his title on the line as he takes on R-Truth. And this one, pretty good, a 74 overall. Shinsuke riding that momentum. He's got star power. He's got a great gimmick. He's kind of killing it at the moment. And he was made to look like a threat, which is what I wanted. And unfortunately, R-Truth was the butt of that. A 76 from the crowd. They kind of loved it. 71 match quality. Okay. And then a 74 overall. Can't complain. Great win from Shinsuke. But when the hell is he going to put that title on the line? Well, we don't have to wait long. Because post-match, Shinsuke Nakamura, clutching his United States Championship, grabs a mic to let the WWE Universe know that he will not be in the Rumble this year. Instead, he will host a United States Open Challenge tomorrow night. Anyone from anywhere is welcome to step up. So there was a lot of criticism recently that Shinsuke will not put his title up on the line. He could have easily done it against Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, R-Truth. People you probably wouldn't say are threats to him, you could say. But now he's kind of throwing against that criticism and he's issuing an open challenge against anyone. And he's putting his belt on the line at the Royal Rumble. So that is the final confirmed match for the Royal Rumble. We will confirm all of the matches after this. We'll run through it. And of course, I want predictions down below from you guys. And you've only got 24 hours to leave the predictions because the Royal Rumble will be out tomorrow because I'm trying to stick to a real life schedule as if this was a live weekly show. But yeah, that is quite big. Shinsuke, open challenge. Let's do this. A 98 as well. Go on, Shinsuke. But now we head to our main event. It is Jacob Fatu taking on LA Knight. And just like Solo has been doing recently, Fatu is doing the exact same, cutting a promo as he makes his way down to the ring. So Fatu is bombing it down the hallway backstage, staring directly into the camera as he cuts a mean promo. And this is another little mini script that I've written. He goes, Solo, Tama, where's the fire? Where's the dominance? You two moving like shadows when I'm moving like thunder. You keep playing while Jacob Fatu brings the fear tonight. And LA Knight, you talk loud, you walk proud, but you ain't built for this. You're flashy, I'm filthy. You're pretty, I'm pain. And when that bell rings, it's not just a fight for you, it's a funeral. 'Cause unlike my brothers, I don't play, I destroy. The promo ends just in time for him to hit the curtains as make his entrance alone. He kind of pushes Solo, Tanga and Tama back. And he's clearly frustrated that Solo and Tama have not been backing up their words in recent weeks. Of course, they're losing recently to LA Knight and Seth Rollins. And, you know, kind of not showing that dominance that they said they'll be doing. So Fatu seems to be taking it in his own hands and says he's going to get the win tonight. And he doesn't need any of them ringside. 93 entrance, 82 segment, 86 overall. Everyone getting a little pop boost. Love that. I really hope that Fatu is alone in the next match because I don't remember whether I removed managers or not. So let's see. Hey, I did. Oh, and what a match. What a main event match to end the show. We went for Steal the Show and they really upped their game. Jacob Fatu getting the win against LA Knight, riding that momentum as both of these men go into the Rumble. The intimidating presence of Fatu added. He's got a huge amount of momentum, huge effort. LA's got a great gimmick, great star power, momentum as well. Selling skill is off the charts. Michael Hayes, one of our better producers, helped put this match together. Unfortunately, little drop from LA Knight, but he gained a 0.4 previously. So, you know, he's actually still +1. Fatu gaining even more pop. You love to see it. An 89 from the crowd. They loved it. A 79 match quality. Decent enough, not going to lie. And an 85 overall. What a huge main event as Jacob Fatu stands tall. And post-match, of course, something's going to happen. It's the bloodline. It's Jacob Fatu. And as the bell rings and Fatu celebrates his win, Solo Sikoa, Tangaloa, Tama Tonga, the rest of the new bloodline come walking down the ramp and they do not look happy. They circle the ring, staring down Jacob Fatu and of course LA Knight, who is still grounded. And suddenly they all start attacking LA Knight. Don't worry, no one's turning on Fatu. But, you know, deja vu starts to kick in because Seth Rollins' music hits and once again he comes running down to make the save. Solo, Tama and Tangaloa vacate the ring and escape through the crowd, feeling proud of themselves. You know, they've beaten down LA Knight. They've shown a bit of ruthlessness. They're not about to challenge Seth Rollins, but Jacob Fatu remains. He stares down Seth Rollins saying, "Come on, boy, you get in this ring." And Seth Rollins, of course, gets in the ring and they begin to brawl. But Seth starts to get the upper hand, almost hitting Fatu with a curb stomp as Fatu makes his escape as well. Seth watches on, kind of being like, "Come on, get back in here, bring it on." When suddenly he's turned around by a mystery man and clocked in the side of the face with a stiff right punch. And guess who it is? It's only Logan Paul. He throws the hood back and he stands over Seth Rollins, celebrating, as that is how we close SmackDown. Logan Paul standing tall over a downed Seth Rollins. Of course, LA Knight is still there recovering. The escaping bloodline. Are one of these men, every single segment, are one of these men going to win the Royal Rumble? Who knows? But Seth Rollins not getting the upper hand over Logan Paul this time round. And everyone jumping up in popularity except, of course, Seth Rollins, because he's already riding high in that momentum. But yeah, really good show. I'm really happy with that main event. Let's see how we did. 81, I'll take it. Love that. Yeah, here's the notes from the show. So obviously AJ beating The Miz, LWO getting the win thanks to some words from Andrade. Bit of tension between DIY. Tiffy building a little bit of momentum ahead of her Royal Rumble match. Mysterio not happy with Andrade. Steph's response here, if you want to read it, feel free to pause. Bliss getting a bit of momentum going into Royal Rumble. Does that mean anything? We'll have to wait and see. Shinsuke finally putting his title on the line in an open challenge at the Rumble. And then the great main event that we just went through. Cool. Nice one. We're not going to be able to progress any more days like we normally do, because we do have the Royal Rumble to look at right now. But we can always just check to see if there's anything else to look at, any mail notifications, anything like that, once the game catches up. But I think this is the longest it's taken. Oh, new month, that's why. So we're probably going to get some, there we go, end of month checks. But while this is loading and while we wait for the other things to come through, I'm just going to quickly confirm the card that we have. So of course, we have the Women's Royal Rumble, we have the Men's Royal Rumble. We've also got Gunther, our WWE World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Braun Strowman. We also have Tiffany Stratton, our WWE Women's Champion, taking on Bianca Belair. And then we also have Rhea Ripley, our Women's World Champion, taking on Charlotte Flair for the title. And then most recently announced, Shinsuke Nakamura will be hosting a United States Open Challenge. So those are all of the matches. That is 4, 5, 6 matches to max out the Royal Rumble card. And cool. So we've got some ticket sales, got some money. They're looking to build their company around Matt Cardona. And I don't think there's anything else to do. No, we can look at the news here. Anything? So Kevin Knight's exclusive in New Japan. Raj Desi, good old Raj. Jack Vaughn, nice. No, I don't think there's anything else to discuss. We've got Royal Rumble tomorrow. I hope everyone is excited. I know that I am. I'm very excited to go through it. I've tried to make as many useful notes as possible for the show. So let's hope that they're deep enough for your guys' liking. I've never actually booked a Royal Rumble on here. So I'm really hoping that it's not the case where the winner gets plus pop and everyone else drops in pop. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, why is Kenta not showing as a pending offer? That's interesting. Also, I noticed there's like a glitch where if we go here, Kenta, is he there? No, he's not. There have been times before where they've appeared on the roster before actually signing the contract. Yeah. Actually, let's search Kenta quickly, because he should be there. Or there should be a news agrees on informal working agreement, contract renewal. Okay, so there's nothing here about him not accepting our offer. So we'll just have to wait and see. Event histories. I don't think there's anything on Fridays that we normally look at. We are now in February, so we'll get to the last day of the month, which is here. No, there's nothing for us to look at. Cool. We'll look at the rest of them in tomorrow's episode after the Royal Rumble. Very exciting. Oh, let's do it. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, and more importantly, leave your predictions down below. Or if you want to, wait for tomorrow's episode. Pause it before we go into anything. Make all your predictions and then see how many you got right. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see each and every one of you for Royal Rumble in the next one.